Like my colleague here was talking about earlier, there's a lot of different principles that we use within the martial art. Now, it is a boxing type of art as well. So we have slipping, riding, bobbing, weaving. We have all these things mixed into it. Yes, there's a little bit of judo, so we've got some blocks, we got some throws. We're definitely a striking art. Now we also have power principles as well, such things, and I'll go over these with you, such things as merge of gravity, such things as borrowed force, such things as backup things. All these words are just words to give you, like when you try and teach a child a cat. If I say cat, what do you think of? Or I say black cat, you think of a black cat. So it's the same thing here. I can say, the guy's pushing, and I'm actually going to use his momentum of his push. Now, if I wait for it, that's what's going to happen. I don't want that. So I'm going to work with him. I'm going to borrow that force, go for it, to actually strike him at the same time. Okay? You right? Good, you looked at my knee. So this is what we call borrowed force. So as he's pushing, I'm using that momentum. I'm not showing my cards before it's time. Right? I don't want to do this. He sees it. Check me out. Now I'm screwed. Okay? Now it's a fight. Okay? So I don't want to show my cards. He goes for his push, and I go from there. Now he moves. So we have different ways that we can do what's called bridging the gap. We don't want to give this guy too much space. This is what we call dimensional freedom. If we're here and he threw his punch, right? There's too much space between us. Now again, it's a fight. So whatever I do on the high road, I gotta also be able to do on the low road, right? To be able to check them out. Back up a little bit, sorry. All right. Now slipping. A lot of our techniques, we use the idea of slipping. Most of us already know boxing. We know how to slip. The guy throws a right punch. We're getting off on a punch. Yeah, punch. There you go. So as he's punching, I'm going to move off. So I'm slipping his punch. Now, whenever we go across somebody's center line, one of our golden rules, you go across somebody's center line, you're going to take something with it. Okay? So he's throwing his punch. I throw my punch. I slipped. Now I go. From here, I can go down and go from there. We have riding. We know from science, any science geeks like me, everything has an opposite and equal reaction. If he throws his left hand coming around to my ear and I block it, but yet I push, that hand's gonna come. So we don't want to just swing at it, because then we got to worry about that. So we ride the punch. So as if he's punching, I'm riding. I'm not slipping. I'm riding that punch. So as he's coming in, slow. As he's coming in with one, stop. Just throw the one. I'm not coming out, going back, because I want to feed my action. Okay. So when I'm here, now I can go in. And that's the guy's head. Okay? Now again, if I go across the center line, I'm going to take something with it. He punches. Look at the birdie. Whack. Right? Whack. That's his head. Okay? And then we can keep moving from there. Now, nobody, if they know how to fight, even though there's no disrespect to any art whatsoever, but nobody's going to fight you from here. Right? He's in a stance, I'm in a stance. Right? So on and so forth. He throws a jab, I ride the jab. He throws a cross, I ride it, and then I can return fire. Okay? Now, the idea of jumping, we have many different checks. He throws a right punch at my nose, I'm moving in. Right now, the only thing stopping his elbow from hitting me is my right hand, but I want to hit him with my right hand. If I just drop my hand, his elbow's right there, and he's got me. Bang. like one of my colleagues had said before. So I jump the check. Right now my right hand, now my left hand goes. And then I can go from there. Again, let's say we're here. We're on guard, he throws a right punch. Now I'm moving out of the way again. I'm putting something between him and I. I'm not just
30
stepping.
seconds.
Sorry. Not just stepping here, because now I gotta worry about his feet. So he can kick me. I put something between us, and then I can move. Using that force with this guy. These are just some ideas that we use within American Kenpo. Bobbing, slipping, getting out of the way, using his momentum against himself. I don't want to move myself. I want to move him. Anyways.